Hey everybody, I'm Brooke, the food scientist here at Blue Alpine, and today we're going to freeze dry some of the fattiest meats we can find. Some people don't think that these can freeze dry. While they do work, we can't guarantee how long they will last. So however long you do store them, always double check. When in doubt, throw it out. You don't want to be eating rancid food.
For the pepperoni and salami, I just laid them out on the trays and also tested out using parchment to try to soak up some of the oil. I also cooked up the bacon and tried to pick out the excessively fatty bits.
The extra fatty bits like this, I'm just not even gonna try to freeze dry because that's just straight fat. But things like this with more meat to them, I am gonna freeze dry. I think that's just all fat. So I'm just tink.
I cooked up the sausage and tried to reduce the fat by straining it.
With ground meats like this, especially high fat meats like sausage and ground beef, you can obviously strain it to get some of the fat off, but you can also do a hot flush method where you dump hot water on top just to get even more of the fat off of this meat and then let it strain itself. You can do this a few times. I'm only gonna do it once because we already know this is a high fat meat, so we're planning on using it pretty soon anyways.
Obviously, it does lose some flavor, but it helps it last longer in storage, so it's worth it. Although the ham isn't a fatty meat, we wanted to try them with this batch because we heard that they become very cracker-like, similar to the pepperoni and salami slices.
Although these may not last as long, you can run these just as any other meat on the meat setting.
However, you will want to turn down the temperature to about 90 degrees to prevent splattering in the machine.
Now for my favorite part. That was pretty good. People talked about these like they're chips, and I can honestly see it. Pretty good, nice and salty. The bacon, I'm a little worried about for some reason. I don't really like my bacon super crispy, so if you do, that's for you. The salami, I don't hate any of these, they're just not what I'm used to. Ooh, this is the pepperoni, and that's pretty good. I won't lie, it's kind of growing on me. They're basically like potato chips, but make them meat. It's just a good meaty flavor. Very oily though. I'm gonna try a little piece of sausage. Because we hot fleshed this, I think it just has way less oil on it than the other meats. So that's a good sign, especially for storage. Not a snack, but let's rehydrate this. I think it'll be good. Yeah. I think because of the hot flushing, you lose some of the flavor, but in general, it's still really good. I would say especially for backpacking meals or camping, it's definitely worth it to freeze dry. As you can see, there's a lot of oil on these. So as far as storage, they are not gonna last super long. So I'd eat them sooner than later. I do think this helped a little bit with soaking up oil, but again, they're just gonna be super oily anyways. So it may not make that much of a difference. Out of all of these, I think pepperoni was my favorite. The flavor was just so good, so amplified. So definitely worth it for a nice crunchy snack. Give these a try if you want. Have a good day.